In that vein, you have a very good story I heard you speak about before, and sorry if you're repeating this, but Dan Murray-Serter, and you were able to get a bit of traction. And I like the idea of how you provided value first, but I don't want to steal your thunder in terms of how you got involved with him. Is there maybe a bit of
It's
a story
funny because
there?
we had one treadmill left, I remember, and I became a customer of Heights, which is a brain supplement brand, and I started using it, so I was subscribing, and then after I think maybe a couple of months or so, I emailed Dan, I cold emailed him. He's the founder, and just gave him some feedback on the product. I said, "It's really good. I love what you're doing here and here. I like this. I like this. Have you considered, making a bigger pack that you can, fit through the letterbox, or if you have this, that, and the other?" And he replied, and was really glad that I shared the information with him, and said he'll share it with the team, and it was brilliant, really, really nice. And then about a week later, I followed up. I said, "Oh, by the way, I'm fundraising at the moment." And I knew he was an angel investor in like 50 companies,
Yeah.
and many of them are in our space as well, in like the health and wellness space. So he was an ideal angel. And the credit to him. Honestly, he was one of the first people we approached, and he took us so seriously. Our deck was awful. Our documents were kind of all over the place, and despite having a very, very busy schedule, he actually took the time to go through it, look through the deck. And I think pretty much that week he committed. He said he'll be in, but he said, "Let me try and get some of my friends in." So he sent it out to some of his own investors. He put it in front of lots of other angels, and I think almost all of them said no, because the documents were so bad. And yet, despite that, he's still invested, which was really, really nice. And by the time we were getting to the end of the raise, so this was fast forward maybe 5 months later, he ended up pulling in a whole syndicate of angels, and in the end we ended up getting about 20 investors from there, so from some incredible companies, from Spotify, Meta, Tough Mudder, City Mapper, Just Park. So it was really amazing. And I did offer him a treadmill, that final treadmill. I said, "You know what, you can have this." And so I think he still uses it actually today in his
Does he now give you product advice as well?
He does here and there, but he's involved in like 100 companies, so sure. He's got more than enough on his plate.